Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Right there.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? 20.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tony Pollard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
56. Mike. Everybody kill. 56.
From the 39, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on side.
Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
13-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
57's Mike.
On second down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 180. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That goes for a gain of 31. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
6 guy, check
A give to Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Prescott now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
56. Then we're going to 53. Pass. 56 to Mike.
Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
The Niners.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Coleman. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
He's tackled.
There's Gerald McCoy on the tackle. Now in his first year with the Cowboys after 6 Pro Bowl appearances in Tampa and 1 good season in Carolina.
third down. Coleman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 16.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. No. Off. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here I come. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
56.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
56. Quit talking about it.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Oh, you gotta feel it, baby.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
He can't hang. He's not hang.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
And inches at the 30-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
On the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, San Francisco.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 57's the mic. Mike 57. Too little, cupcake. Switch.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
11-yard line.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled in. Incomplete. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 57's the mic. Here we go, let's bring it.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Gold on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. as you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 21-yard line.
Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
3 buzz. Check. Watch the edge.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now a give here to Pollard. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Brought down at the 23.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Second down.
Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 77 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kick is
This
good.
offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Check safety. Deuce.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tony Pollard, the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 34, 49ers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
34-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, gun. 57's the mic.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He finds Coleman, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 57. I got you. Come on, D.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
12, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Stopped by DJ Jones. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2. Tonight's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cowboys, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charlie and Gordon, you've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.